Okay, safety officers, today we're going to learn how to set up, administrate, and build a classifier using Practiscore. First thing you'll want to do is start up your Practiscore app on your scoring device. We're going to create the IDPA Classifier, hitting Change, Add, go down to IDPA, and select Classifier. Here we can name the classifier whatever we want to here. In our case, we're going to name it our club match name so that we'll be able to find it easier. And that will help us locate it. All the rest of this can be just left as it is. Once we have done that, we will go down to our save and save that information. So now we see that we have our CTA as say IDPA classifier as our active match as it is bolded. Next thing we want to do, if we used the Practiscore sign up, is we want to import our shooters into that match. So we click on import and then get match registration. Match registration you'll find from your PIN number normally given to you by a official of the club. So we're going to take that PIN number, get match registration, and very important, we want to import this registration into that match. So be sure that that is checked. We're going to download our shooters into that. We find out we have one new division, 3 categories, and 15 shooters. We accept that and apply the changes. We can now go back to the beginning where we see we have enter scores. At that point, it is allowing us the 3 stages already set up for the classifier. It actually is giving us the setup for this, showing us our squads that we have. So let's go ahead and administer the scoring for a shooter. We're going to pick our shooter, Christian Man here. String 1. His first string was 4.86 raw time. We'll move to the next position where he was 6.84. The third where he's 5.96. His first target was 3 down. Second target was 2 down. 1 down on his third target. The rest of the information here at the bottom, there was no non-threats, no PEs, no FTDRs, flagrants, or finger penalties. We'll review that score and approve it. And we now have Christian scored for that first stage. We continue on through each stage scoring Christian. Stage 2, we'll say his first time was 10.84, second 11.87, 12.45 for the next one. We enter in his points down and we review and we approve. We go back to our final and third stage to score Christian. He has 2 strings here, so he was 24.31 on his first string, 22.16 on his second. Points down are entered, and again we review and approve. Once we have shot all the shooters through, we will look at enter scores and be sure that all 3 of these are green and that we have completed scoring for all shooters. If not, there would be a red mark next to somebody that would indicate to us that there was a problem with that shooter score, and we'd find out what and correct it. Once the scores have all been entered in, then we can do match results. We can do match scores combined and see where our shooter landed, just like a regular match. The important thing to do for a classifier is we can post to Practiscore.com as we always do after a match, but more importantly, we will need to send this information to our club officials, our club contacts, so that they can enter in the classification scores to IDPA and the shooter given their appropriate classification change. So we would do that in the import-export area. We would export the match, share, choosing Gmail or whatever we want. we export this PSC file. We will send this to the appropriate person, and off it goes, so that they may use this PSC file in their system and be able to upload it to the appropriate channels at idpa.com. That's pretty much it. Okay, thank you.